Hello and welcome. I'm Mariana Umana. I'm a content creator, millennial mom, and an entrepreneur. I'm here today to celebrate the World Immunization Week and discuss the benefits and science base about vaccines and how can we have a healthy conversation about this with family and friends. Today we have here Dr. Nicole Sparks. She's an amazing OB-GYN doctor, proud mom of three, and she's going to give us the doctor's perspective about the importance of vaccines, but not only the doctor's perspective, she also is going to give us the mom's perspective. So being a doctor, being a mom is something that we were looking for. And thank you so much for being here.
Of course. Thank you so much, Mariana. I'm really thrilled to be here. I'm excited to be here. This is such a very, very important topic. So, as moms, it really does take a village, okay? We need other professionals, we need a whole community to lean on, and we need people we can turn to who will listen and support us. And this is why March of Dimes is so important. So, March of Dimes is there for women at every single stage of motherhood with the goal of creating healthy moms and strong babies. It Starts with Mom is an excellent resource for moms to be, their families, to guide them through pregnancy and beyond. To have healthy babies and families and communities, it truly does start with mom.
So thank you so much for being here again. And I have a lot of questions.
Okay.
I write down a few here. So we're gonna start. I know the audience is gonna love this because when we are moms and if we are first time moms, we are always looking around and we want to give the people, the audience, the moms to be the best information we can. So let's start with the basics. What should pregnant people or those who are thinking about becoming pregnant know about vaccines? What do they know?
So that's a great question. And in general, getting vaccinated helps contribute to a healthier community. It reduces the risk of infectious diseases that can spread among us. Specifically for pregnant people, vaccines during pregnancy actually safeguard against potentially serious illnesses, such as the flu and COVID-19. And this protection actually extends beyond mom and to the developing baby. Vaccines also contribute to a healthier start for both birthing people and their babies. So, for example, newborns are really vulnerable to infections, and that's why getting vaccinated for diseases such as the flu, RSV, and whooping cough during pregnancy is so extremely important. Vaccines that protect against these conditions actually help pass on immunity to the baby.
So now I'm going with the second question. What vaccines are important for pregnant people to get?
So for pregnant people, I always discuss that there are four important vaccines: flu, RSV, COVID-19, and Tdap. This is an important conversation for any pregnant person to have with their healthcare provider.
I'm familiar with some of those, but would you explain me each one of them and how can they protect the mom to be and then the baby?
Of course. So we'll talk about all four, and we'll start with the flu vaccine. So complications from the flu have been very well studied, okay? And during pregnancy can lead to preterm birth, low birth weight, and even pregnancy loss. So the flu vaccine actually offers protection to pregnant and postpartum people from the seasonal flu. This protection actually also extends to their newborn, and they don't receive their flu vaccine until they're 6 months old. So when you get the vaccine during pregnancy, you're protecting your baby until they can get their own vaccines. So we'll go to number two, RSV vaccine. RSV vaccine is also extremely important. It's recommended for and available to pregnant people between 32 and 36 weeks of pregnancy during the RSV season, which is usually fall and peaks in winter. It protects the baby from respiratory syncytial virus, which we commonly known as RSV. And this is a respiratory virus that can cause serious illness, hospitalization, and even death. So again, very important. By now, we've all heard about the COVID-19 vaccine, which protects against COVID-19 and its complications. Research actually shows that COVID-19 offers crucial protection during pregnancy. The good news is the vaccine is safe during pregnancy and it's also safe during breastfeeding. So last but not least, we have the Tdap vaccine, which pregnant people should get between 27 and 36 weeks of pregnancy. It protects the baby from pertussis, which we commonly know as whooping cough, until babies can receive their first vaccination at approximately 2 months of age.
So please go ahead and get your vaccines. You will protect your baby and you're going to protect yourself as well. So now that we know the basics, would you share some common misconceptions about vaccines and provide us with accurate information about them?
That's a really great question, Mariana. And probably the three questions I get asked the most are, is natural immunity better? Can getting too many vaccines actually overwhelm my immune system? And definitely a common one is, will vaccination during pregnancy cause autism in my baby?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest here, and I have wondered about this myself. So, what are the answers for those questions?
Okay, so let's answer some of these questions. So, in answer to the first question, is natural immunity better? So, we do know that recovering from an illness does provide some immunity, but it often comes at the cost of severe illness and complications. And I don't want to have to get severely sick just to build up natural immunity. So, vaccines actually offer a safer way to build immunity without the associated risk. So, in regards to getting too many vaccines, the immune system is exposed to countless antigens daily. Think of vaccines as like tiny shields. They train your body to recognize and fight harmful viruses and bacteria while lowering the risk of seriously getting sick. Last but not least, the topic of whether vaccination during pregnancy causes autism in babies. I get this all the time. But the fact is that numerous studies have debunked the link between vaccines and autism. Vaccines are safe and they do not increase the risk of developmental disorders. So we want to make sure that people really do feel comfortable getting vaccines and know that they've been thoroughly tested and that they're safe for themselves and they're safe for their babies as well.
Thank you so much for sharing the facts. People have different opinions about this, about vaccines. How can we have conversation with this controversial topic?
So yeah, this is very important. So we want to make sure that you know that understanding diverse perspectives is extremely important. When you're sharing vaccine related messages, it's important to keep in mind the many different cultural backgrounds and languages that are within your own community. You want to make sure that you're using active listening, open communication, and science-based information because you want to make sure that you are empowering pregnant people to make confident and informed choices. You can use conversation starters that open the door without alienating others, such as, have you ever wondered about the safety of vaccines during pregnancy? Scientific studies show that vaccines, like the flu shot, not only protect pregnant people, but also contribute to a healthier start for their babies. What do you think about that? And see
Yeah.
what they say. You want to make sure that you're providing reassurance that vaccines are recommended during pregnancy and they undergo rigorous testing for safety and efficacy. If asked, you want to make sure that you offer information on the research that supports the safety of these vaccines. And you want to make sure that you're providing reliable resources to aid in decision making, such as conversation guides and toolkits that are available at www.marchofdimes.org/vaccines.
Thank you so much again for sharing these facts about vaccines. It's so important. And I know as a mom, like we are always looking for the right information. So thank you so much for sharing that today with us, Dr. Sparks.
Of course, it's my pleasure. This is a very important topic. And, not only am I a doctor, I'm a mom of three as well. And I get it, especially when I was with my first baby. But this is such an important topic. And I really hope that this helps a lot of people.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Moms are the heart of the soul of the world. And every mom deserves to have the best, especially when we're talking about health and well-being. March of Dine and Starts with Mom is here to educate you with reliable and up-to-date information so you can take care of your pregnancy journey. We know that pregnancy can be a really wild ride, but you're not alone. The best part of being in a powerhouse community is that we understand what's happening and we live up each other. And It Starts with Mom is always here on the go resource for information and everything you need to know about pregnancy and postpartum. For more information, remember visit itstartswithmom.org. Again, I'm Mariana Umana and I'm joined by this amazing Dr. Nicole Sparks. And thank you so much for being here and joining us today.